Look, I think I've been really patient the last 18 months, sitting up here answering the same questions over and over again. If people want me to change my approach, it's not going to change. Like, we're doing it for a reason. We're doing it because we think it'll help us be successful. If people don't understand the circumstances we're in at the moment and the challenges we have from a team and squad perspective, which are as obvious as you want to make them, now, I get the idea that people think, that I should just flick the switch and change and somehow that would miraculously make us a different team. But it is what it is. I'm just going to continue staying focused on trying to build this team to be the team we want, and in the interim, we're going to have to accept that there are going to be challenges along the way.
How much does Liverpool show you the sort of yardstick for
Yeah, fair bit considering fair bit. I'll just leave it at that. Yep, they're good side, top side.
I know you mentioned about the level, and I know you've got a lot of injuries at the moment. I was wondering, how far away do you think the team is when you're at full strength from levels or from the
Don't know, because we haven't had that. We're still growing as a team. We're 18 months into trying to build a new team with a new way of playing, and it's fair to say we've had some challenges along the way, considering the availability, particularly at the moment. So that it's very hard to sort of see where we're at. But what I will say is that the players and are not wavering in their sort of commitment to what we're trying to do, and I think even today, in a difficult day, really proud of the fact that they still tried to play a certain way, knowing that that's our way forward.
Ange, perhaps not the story, but Decky's scored 5 games in a row now. Does it kind of feel like he's adding that really consistent end product to his game that was perhaps not there before?
Yeah, look, I think Decky's been outstanding all year, like I said, I think that's probably the next part of his game. Not that he's never had it, but he's adding that now, where he's being really clean with his finishing, and it's a credit to him. He's taken his game to another level. I think a few of the boys have, to be fair. It's probably not as evident at the moment because of, like I said, we're in a difficult situation.
And fans have seen your name. It's quite rare that managed to get to that from losing that scoreline at home. What does that say about the support they're giving you?
Yeah, look, the fans. I've often said, I always say, the fans. They should feel, the way they need to about what's happening. I thought they were good today, very good today, in terms of it was a difficult day for sure. But they still supported the players, which is important. And who knows, maybe some of them actually understand the situation we're in right now. That seems many don't. So I think in the context of what we're trying to do and where we're at, I kind of hope that they see what we're trying to build here, because I really believe it's going to be something that will give the fans and the club what it wants. But that's up to them.
And with that in mind, Ange, are you kind of looking to that break after Newcastle already? Are the next 3 games just about kind of getting through this same group, and then will that be the time?
I mean, we've been doing that for the last 3 weeks. We pretty much, after the City game, we've kind of been, we had a look at it and we knew that this was going to be our toughest period for sure, because the efforts the players are putting in. I think we've had shorter turnarounds than just about every opponent we've played so far. At least one less day than just about every team we've played, whether it's here or in Europe. And I haven't been able to change the team, or rest players or rotate players. And like I said, I've got massive admiration for the efforts that these players are putting in for this club at the moment. But we know we're in a difficult situation, and that's not going to change in the short term. And we just got to push on.
Ange, can I ask,
Skip it,
we
please.
did talk to you,
Sorry.
we have talked to you, or we did talk to you a few weeks ago about being mid-table 10th by Christmas, and that's where you are, with all those reasons that you talked about.
Mm.
Do you feel any pressure about where you are in the table?
I'm not sure what you mean by pressure. I mean, I'm not happy where we are on the table, but I'm not sure pressure is in what
Any
sense.
discomfort really that this is ultimately what managers tend to get judged on?
Well, I think I am getting judged on that. I don't think people are throwing the platitudes at me, so I think that's fair enough. Again, you know, from my perspective, all I can do is try and, like I said, navigate us through a difficult period and, you know, try and make sure that when we do get to a position where hopefully we have, you know, a healthier squad and some key players back, that we're still in a position where we can improve our position on the table. But if you're saying that 10th means that I'm not doing a good job and that I maybe, you know, somehow should be uncomfortable, well, that's for others to judge.
And given the situation that you're in, lack of energy referring to Liverpool today, the schedule, the schedule after Christmas is going to stay very difficult. Do you think that reinforcements are needed in January?
Yeah, absolutely. Some of them will be internal. Like I said, we've got, you know, at different stages we'll get players back from injury. Obviously we've got a couple of long-term in Vicario and Wilson, but you know, the rest hopefully at some point in January they'll come back, so that'll help us in terms of just getting some numbers back and dealing with, like you said, the schedule, because the schedule's not going to change. You know, we're in the Carabao Cup semi-final. We're still in Europe. FA Cup starts, so we're still in all the competitions. So it's not going to get any easier. So we are going to need some of those players hopefully to come back and be able to contribute.
Can you bring players
In terms of January?
in January?
Yeah, if the right players are there, I guess we can bring players in. But again, it's about making sure it's something that's going to sort of help us continuing to build what we're doing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.